Episode 4 of More Than Dice. We've got Seth, of course, as always. Gonzo Gonzo has the week off, and we have Dallas Kemp from Project Press with us as well. All right. No worries. They can't see you yet because it's just on a blank PreRamble screen. Unless you guys want to give them video. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All they see is our little bit of all the games showing up there, or many games. So there we go. Good Dallas on. We're going to talk about some stuff. As always, everyone in the chat rooms, let us know if you can see us and if the audio is good and all. I did some tests, so it should be good. Oh, Maxim TT says he hears things, so we're good. All right, so let's go around. Seth, how was your week? What did you do this week? Sweet. Mm. All right, so they're telling me that they can't hear you guys, which... Alright, so let's see. How do I... You can't hear me at all? I... I... I think all the outputs is more than my interwebs can handle. Uh-oh. I can still hear you guys. Waiting here. Can you guys hear me now? Nothing? Nothing? Uh-oh. We may have exploded the internet. Looks good there. Oops. No. Oh. Group call ended. So let's go and add you guys. Alright. Maybe? I still don't think they have volume. I think we are still streaming, but I'm trying to figure out how to get your volume on there. So, can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Yeah, I think streaming to all of them at once is more than my poor little internet can handle. So, yes, sir. Oh my God. Alright guys, I'm going to try this and see if this helps. It may. It also may end up with me being lots of reverby. We will see. You guys in the chat room, let me know. Also got to make sure that's fine. And then you guys can talk and see if they can hear them. Let's hear you two.
Alright, hey everybody, this is Seth saying hi.
This is Dallas saying hi.
Ooh, that was nice radio voice.
Coming at you live from the Racks and Stacks. It's the best on wax.
All right. Maybe it's a.
Can you do your Britney Spears now?
I'm not. I made that mistake Friday night. My voice is shot.
Speaker's good. All right.
Actually what did me in was the Pat Benatar.
It's hard to hit her notes.
If you catch me doing karaoke, let me tell you, it is a thing.
I have never had the joy, but I've heard many stories. Like you are a performer.
I like to get up with a microphone.
How we doing, Spencer?
Well, it said they can hear you guys, but it could be. They say that it's stopping every so often. We may not have a good Twitch connection. I am dropping a ton of frames. Shouldn't be this bad. We did pretty good earlier. So I'm gonna bullet this one and try again real quick, guys. Hang tight. So, all right, let's see if this goes better, guys. When you hear this, post in the chat room and let me know that you can hear us. Everyone's saying they can kind of hear us, but I got the volume thing fixed with no reverb.
Maximum can hear everybody. Sassy hears everyone.
Oh, they're a little bit of delay too, so I think they're right before we actually stopped and and started again. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, before we actually fixed it.
Yeah, before I actually restarted it to see if we can fix the Twitch problem. It might be Twitch. We've had that occasionally, but I like to test everything first.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Can we mute that? There we go. Alright, let's trying to stream. Alright, stream and
It's making the attempt.
Audio check. Alright, well, at least they got a little bit of us, so Dallas, go ahead and fill us in your week again. I think they missed most of that, unfortunately.
Alright. What week is it? Man, I've lost track.
It's this week.
Post Gen
It has
Con.
to be next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly, this week. And next week is next week, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
And last week
this week has
gone.
been... When was last week?
Gone.
We missed it.
We
missed it. We just missed last week. Just now. Just then we know. Okay, so this week has been catching up from Gen Con, which, as you can tell by my voice, I'm not doing a super good job of it, and finishing up my Murder Crows, which we did on the Get Your Paint On live stream, and then I came home yesterday on Saturday. I finished them up, got them all based, and shared them out to the inner tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
That was my week. Made my kid go grocery shopping, which he really hates.
Well,
nice. That's why you have kids, so that they can do the things they really hate.
Things they're going to have to do when they become an adult.
That's so true.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got some friends who have successfully managed to never cook a meal up until their 40s.
Wow.
Well, is that successful?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it depends what they've been eating.
Well, you know.
I mean, if they're living on Totino's pizza rolls, I don't want to be judgy, but I'm being really judgy.
But if it's Taco Bell and McDonald's, you're okay?
I didn't say that. Don't you dare put words in my mouth.
You could totally live off Taco Bell and McDonald's. I wouldn't.
For a little while, yeah.
Just get a salad once in a while. Salad. You guys know what salad is?
Is it a taco salad?
Taco. Oh my god.
That's salsa.
Salsa. Kinda.
Salsa is a salad.
It is kind of very wet salad. Oh.
And chips are like croutons for salsa.
Exactly. I don't know. Croutons beat chips all hollow. I'm sorry. I'm a crouton guy. I'm anything bread related guy. That's why I'm as large as I am.
It's quite tasty.
Oh, all right. Well, my week was relatively busy, but I actually got a ton of games in, but they were all Malifaux.
Okay.
But that's kind of...
Yeah, how's your league going?
Well, the one I'm running is going well. We've got my buddies, then 2 other guys who show up occasionally. One may have been a mistake letting him in, but whatever. He's trying. He's just the picture of someone who's not quite there yet. I'll tell him I do this ability. And he'll be like, okay. And then literally 2 seconds later, he's like, what ability on what model is that? And I'm like, I literally just told you, but okay. He's the kind where everyone who plays him is going to have to do a little teaching.
That's okay. I played a game this week against a guy who's an experienced tournament player, but it was the first time seeing several of the rep models that I had. So he'd successfully dodged certain things before. Sentinels, he knew. He was like, oh yeah, Vengeance Weapon Masters. Yeah. We all know that one.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your buddy is going to be one of those where he's just filling it in.
He should be. I mean, he's also playing a very, very complicated crew to start. I would not have suggested it. It requires math on top of your math. So before you can do your actual math to see hit and miss, you need to do math. And that's not good.
That in my mind, that's an error.
Yes. But he likes it. He's painting them up. They look very interesting. He's doing a very odd thing where they're blue and then he does orange highlights on them to make them just look weird and different because they're all little bits of nothing given physical form. So it's kind of cool.
Huh. Cool.
And then the one I'm just playing in down at Third Eye Games in Annapolis is going well. I think actually technically I'm in third in that, even though I didn't really intend to play. Who knows? But
all right. Well, now intend to play and go get first.
It's not going to happen. The guy who's in first is that guy. Or you put a points in front of him.
I want you to bring some glory to the podcast.
It is literally not possible. There's only 1 week left, and he is literally going down the checklist of fun things you can do and trying to do every single one he can all at once. He said, "You have given me a sheet with numbers. I am going to get all the numbers." So I'm like, "Yep, dude, get all the numbers. I'm going to have fun." And it has been. It's been great fun. They just dropped a bunch of stuff at Gen Con. It's cool. We've been having a good time all in all, me and the whole crew.
Great. That is awesome.
Yeah. Other than that, slow week. I mean, crazy week. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. None of it super important. Work is work, as it always is. You're about to get back to that yourself, Seth.
Yep. I will be back tomorrow. I actually was back earlier this week on Thursday and Friday, actually setting up my room, and came to the horrible realization that, and some of you as teachers out there will recognize this, in my cross-country move, I accidentally threw out all of the decorations from my classroom. All of the posters, everything that's supposed to go on the walls, a lot of my teaching aids. Good news is my fat mat is sitting in my room, so if I want to get in a quick game of War Machine in my classroom, I can do that.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a couple of those big poster mailing tubes. One of them had my fat mat, one of them had my teaching stuff. And, yeah, of course, the teaching stuff got lost.
That's unfortunate, but at least you still got your fat mat.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a part of me that's really tempted just to put that on the wall as a conversation piece and see what the students do.
Isn't that sort of the reason why you put up decorations? There's supposed to be conversation pieces. They say something, people are like, I need to ask about that.
Yeah. Not in my previous school, but I think here it's going to be a lot more open, so I'm excited to... What's the word I'm looking for? mess with the students.
There you go.
That's good life lessons because people are going to mess with them later in life, so they need to learn that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you guys have been painting up a storm. I have almost gotten to a point where I can paint. I got my desk cleared off just enough so I think I can bring some paints up and start painting up here rather than trying to do it downstairs where the roomie is always doing everything and distracting me. But lots of assembly. Lots of assembly.
All right, there's going to be a click.
Noises.
That is noises. You were warned. I think that the assembly part can always take a long time. For the next of our Patreon seminars on speed painting and Army, I'm going to go into sort of some of the stuff that you can do to make that go faster.
Oh, cool.
Both the assembly and the initial painting. That does mean I'm probably going to have to buy a second unit of halberdiers.
Oh.
Just, to
mean,
prove that my method works.
That's the sacrifices we make for
That's
our
how.
craft.
Yeah, that's what you gotta have.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you do.
I have to say.
Sometimes you get a second Victor for a class.
I like it. Hey, everybody, do you like my decorations? I can make them charge 17 inches under feet with Alara, too.
That'd be good for the kids, because they'd look at you like, I have no idea what you just said. This must be what that feels like.
Look, they're going to say that anyway, because I'm going to say something like, all right, today we're going to talk about conjunctive adverbs, and they're going to go, yeah, you're not from around here, are you?
I'll be honest, I only have a passing familiarity with conjunctive adverbs myself, so... It has been...
However, you use them all the time.
True. It's one of those things. I use cell phones all the time. I don't know how they work either.
It's true.
Science.
Exactly.
It's just science. You don't have to understand it.
Yeah.
English
like
is just
the,
like science.
the
It doesn't make
eclipse.
sense.
Did you guys get to see the eclipse at all?
I saw it on my
Not really.
computer. It didn't really show up that much. Was very cloudy around here. So I just watched
I was in Indy,
Mm.
and Indy was like, I don't know, like 89%, and it was real cloudy that day, so I didn't really see it. Plus, it was the day after Gen Con, so we were all kind of tapped.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you're like, I don't want to get out of bed for that. Even
Yeah.
It's going to happen again in 30 years. That's fine.
I've seen eclipses.
actually, there's going to be one in about 10 years. I think it was 10 years or so, 10, 13 years, but it's going to come from Texas up to Maine. So,
Cool.
little different path there. But actually, if you guys, anyone's interested in looking at it, there's a bunch of cool videos on the eclipse on YouTube. I actually saw one from a channel called Smarter Every Day that I follow. That's mostly sciencey stuff. And he and his boys went to a place in Oregon where the space station was going to cross the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
So they got some interesting shots of that, and then some great footage, just video footage of the eclipse. And it's just good to see them there and how excited them and their families are to just be there. It's cool. It's a fun video.
Cool. I saw one I really liked of the eclipse from a plane.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that video. That shot was awesome.
Yeah, it's
That was cool.
Also, the NASA shots from space.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then there
That was
was
dope.
Fort Benning, I think, did some parachute training drills that day just to take awesome shots of them jumping out of a plane with an eclipse on. That's great, because, I mean, think about the last time one of these really came across the country that we would know about was, there's one in, like, the 80s, and no internet and anything.
Yep.
You have to read the newspaper, and there's no way you'd have seen it if you weren't in the path. Good Lord.
I mean, I got to see it, but I had a box on my head.
Well, it's
It wasn't
safe.
necessarily a viewer, but it was just, just sort of what happened. I had a weird childhood.
We had that discussion.
You just happened to be wearing a box.
Box. Well, they had the discussion. Someone's like, well, how do you view the eclipse? You can't look right at it. I'm like, you just put a hole in the box. Isn't that how you do it? Didn't you learn that in elementary school? All the guys are blank look like, no. I'm like, oh, God. Come on. What do they teach you nowadays?
Stick it on your head.
Stick the box on your head.
Nothing. You know what the problem is with education these days? Everything.
That could fill
I can play this game
podcasts.
all day. Oh yeah, I've heard it all. So Dallas, I did want to pick your brain about something. That's the brain I want to pick. You're right. So at the local, the friendly local game store, there's some people who are looking to paint and looking to move from I can paint in the lines to I want to paint actual armies. What do you recommend? Where do you recommend they start as far as materials?
For painting an army?
Yeah, because it's not just sitting down and learning to paint a single model. They want to paint a model with models for an army that's got a lot of models.
I mean, you just need the same stuff you need for a single model, right? Like you need your paints and your brushes and your palette and your water cup and the X-Acto knife and some files and pen vise, and I highly recommend assembly style, right, or assembly line, right? You build a unit, focus on that unit, do a color on each guy, and just rotate it through until you're done with it. And in a very short time, you'll have that guy painted. Then you reward yourself with a solo, a character, a warjack, something cool. And then you just keep building your army. You just start there. The journey of 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah.
Get in there. Get stuck in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Get some brushes and some paints.
Yeah,
so I recommended a roller, just roll the paint on, but
yeah, that works.
That's not the best way to go.
There was an old GW guy.
You do you.
There was a GW guy who literally would stick his plastic skinks in a thing of paint, and then flick them off into a box, and then put them down to dry. That was how he painted his entire Lizardman army.
Was it green paint?
I do not remember. He is a little before my GW time. There were legends told of him, but he has confirmed on the internet that is true what he did. I couldn't imagine painting like that. I mean, I can understand if you just painted a couple simple basic colors and left it alone, cool, whatever, but dip and flick. Nah, that's mind-boggling to me. That's like your roller.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's so many good options out there.
I don't think a roller is one of them. I've used a tank brush before, and I actually saw a guy paint an entire army to a very good tabletop level with just a GW starter brush.
Mm-hmm.
But that guy is a little better than I am, unshockingly.
Yeah.
All right.
All it takes a little patience, practice, and perseverance. You can paint too.
I'm okay. I just more getting the time and inclination.
Hour a day will change your night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you say an hour a day will change your night?
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
Yeah, so we tell you what we originally thought we were going to name this show?
Uh-oh.
We're going to call it Planning, Painting, and Playing, the P3 Podcast.
That's funny.
We kind of chose not to.
I had a feeling we might get in trouble.
Yeah, it might not have gone over too well. Let's see. That. All right. Well, we are entering the end here of the PreRamble, guys. We're going to shut down for a minute or two. I'm going to check some settings based off what you guys have said in the chat room, and then we'll be back in a moment with the main show. So hang tight.